Hello everybody and welcome to the second match of the playoffs, second match of the opening rounds. We have a match here between the Sylvia Fireballs and the Akeil Monkeys. Sylvia Fireballs being the 4th seed and the Monkeys being the 5th seed. So theoretically the Fireballs should be at an advantage here. However, the Monkeys are 2-0 against the Fireballs. Fireballs have gotten a win against every other team except the Monkeys. So this might be their kryptonite here. Bit of an unlucky draw maybe when it comes to the playoffs. As you can see here, we've got no roster changes coming in for either team. We also have for the map bans, let me get those pulled up. We've got the Sylvia Fireballs being the higher seed. They picked to be Team B in the ban phase. Akeil bans Mario Stadium, then Sylvia bans Daisy Cruiser. Akeil picks Nighttime Wario City. Sylvia picks Bowser Jr.'s Playroom. Akeil bans Bowser Castle, and then Sylvia bans Yoshi Park, which leaves DK Jungle, and Akeil chooses Daytime DK Jungle. As for these two teams' matches in the past, they played in Week 1 with the Monkeys taking it 16-9, and they also played in Week 5 with the Monkeys taking it once again, this time 11-7. So we'll have to see if the Fireballs can get their first win against the Monkeys, or if the Monkeys will continue their domination over the Fireballs and go into the next round as a lower seed. For predictions, I'm probably going to give it to... oh man. I think the Fireballs can squeeze it out. I'm going to be biased here. I think they can make the win happen this time. Also, as for casters, that is just me today in the booth. We'll see if anybody else joins us during this, or what should be like a 2-hour long series. 1.5 if it only goes 2 maps, but these teams are quite close, so I would expect them to go to that 3rd map. See Donkey Kong start off with an attempt at a home run. Will the buddy jump be there? No, it is not high enough to hit that banger of a hit from Donkey Kong. Starting off strong here for the Monkeys. To take the lead at the first opportunity they get the chance to. Also, I hope I'm not too loud during this recording. I am trying to get myself a little louder in the videos because I can be a little far away from my mic. I'm not used to sitting in front of it, so I end up quite quiet, so I'm worried I might have done too much and made me too loud here, so hopefully everything is good. Moving my mic a bit too. Diddy settles for a single when he gets his turn. Now punches up the bat with a foul ball. And a double play from Punch. Not what you want to see if you're a Monkeys fan. It's up to Dixie Kong to do something here. However, this inning looks a little bit over. I have to put in a lot of work to get past these 2 strikes, or 2 outs, in order to score any more runs here. At the top of the 1st. If the Monkeys can keep up a strong offense in the 1st inning, or first half of this game, you can get Red Magic Koopa and Mario off of the pitching mound very quickly. The Fireballs are going to have to start digging deep for some pitchers, probably taking out Synergy in the outfield. No, they don't go for the buddy jump. They think they get it. It's going to let Brown Critter get a 3-run home run. Oh no. disastrous misplay from the outfield of the fireballs. Yell Pianta thinks Airbud has got it, but it's over the fence, and Red Magic Cooper, speak of the devil, gets tired, bringing in Mario to pitch. You've got to end it here, especially against the Shy Guys. The ball is not what you want to see for the fireballs. Gray Shy Guy just letting all of them through. Finally gets a hit in, but it will be the final out they need. Firebro is able to snag that one. Fireballs led a disastrous 4 runs through in the first inning. Not a good sign here. See if the Fireballs have the offense to take back the lead or even just tie it. Close the gap even if you're being really generous. That is a weak line drive from Firebro. Going to be an immediate out. Does not match the start-off home run from Donkey Kong in the first inning. Gonna hope Dry Bones can do something here. Green Dry Bones at that. And Dixie Kong could snag that one thanks to her speed and fielding stat. It's gonna be 2 outs for the Fireballs. Not a good beginning. And that should just go to the outfield. Yeah, a little too powerful for Mario. 3 immediate strikes. It's not strikes, outs. I always want to call them strikes. Screw me. Monkeys are going to be up 4 as they get to go back on the offense at the top of the second. Take care of Yellow Shy Guy quite easily. That's what you want to see here with some scary players on this Monkeys roster. You don't want to let the weaker ones get anything done. Isaac Armin hits a strong one into the outfield. Just a little bit outside of Yell Pianta's range. It's going to let Isaac get to first. Now Donkey Kong is up again. He is going to swing and miss. He hits another crazy high one. Will the buddy jump be here for this one? No! It's just over! Donkey Kong wants to go into this next round of playoffs. Gonna score every home run, every opportunity he gets, it seems. Will this get Mario tired? No, not tired yet, but he's unfortunately letting some through. Diddy Kong hits a... Oh my goodness, I'm tripping over my words. Diddy Kong getting back to second, but a double is great there, taking advantage of the arrows, the stage hazards. Now Punch is up to bat. Had a double play before. Don't want that here. And it's not going to be. It's going to be a solid hit. Yell Pianta gets it out of his hands before the bomb goes off. Keep Diddy Kong from getting to home. Now it's the Fireballs who are really hoping for a double play here to prevent... Oh, Red Magic Koopa can't get that, but Diddy Kong doesn't go home. He's too scared. He's going to load up the bases for Tiny Kong. That's a great hit, but just outside into the foul zone. Mario bringing out the star pitch, seeing desperate times. Bringing it out once again. And Tiny Kong sneaks one in. Oh, and the item... Oh, the stage hazards is disastrous. The Monkeys are going up 9-0. Tiny Kong almost getting in the stage, or like in the park home run. Absolutely disastrous. Plus Mario getting tired with Brown Critter up to bat. Toad should finally... No, he doesn't even end this because they've only gotten 1 out on the board. I completely forgot about that. Gotta take these Shy Guys out. Do not want this rally to continue. And it is going to continue. Gray Shy Guys slaps it down the middle for a 10-0 lead for the Monkeys. In the top of the second, pitcher change coming out so early in the game. Bringing Schnorbus. Doesn't break up synergy yet. This is a terrible decision for the fireballs, but things are not looking good. Plus Firebro missing that jump. Outfield is looking atrocious here for the fireballs. Airbud finally snags him in the outfield. Going to end the second inning for the Monkeys, getting 6 runs. Jesus Christ. Fireballs have to put up a run here. If they don't, Monkeys are looking to run away for that. Yelpion to charges super early. Yellow Shy Guy can get there before the item usage comes in. Yelpianto almost is able to sneak it over the fence. Not quite. And that is in the diamond for sure. Once again, looking like a bit of a shutout. And that's a pop fly. Yellow Shy Guy can get that. Oh no, another 0-run inning for the Fireballs. Disastrous for them. And the Monkeys gonna go into offense once again. With Donkey Kong up to bat to start. Can Shy Guy stop Donkey Kong from getting a home run here? It's down the line. Does that become a foul? It looks like it. Yoto chases it to the very end. Donkey Kong settles for a slap. Yelpianta fumbles it. Donkey Kong stays on first. Doesn't really make a difference, but still, it is progress nonetheless. And Diddy Kong sneaks it right between the second baseman and right fielder. Now it's punch up the bat. Look, another foul ball. Taking after Donkey Kong here, it seems. That is a pop fly. Airbud should get it, but the item usage comes in before. That should bring Donkey Kong home. No. Yeah, it does. Sorry. I mean, Airbud can't. The no was for Airbud not getting it home. Shell just gets out of Firebro's hands before the item usage comes in. Can Toad snag that? He can. Ooh, Diddy Kong almost out on third, but he is still safe there. Brown Critter can hit a good one that should bring him home. Star Pitch does come out. Not a bad time to use them. But we do get a very powerful hit coming through. Airbud runs way too late. Another 3-run home run for Brown Critter. Oh no. The Monkeys are making a statement right now. Final out, but after 4 runs, this is looking over, and we're only 5 innings in. Or 3 innings, I should say. Because if we're topping top and bottom. Either way, whatever terminology you use, we are not very far into this game. Green Shy Guy attempts for a strong hit into the left field, but it does get grabbed by Gray Shy Guy. Star Pitch coming out from Donkey Kong. Airbud Snorbus does hit it, but it will just be an immediate grab from Donkey Kong. Finally, someone gets on base for this Fireballs roster. Another Star Pitch comes through, and he hits it. That's the final out. Oh my goodness, this is looking awful for the Fireballs. Being a bit of a biased caster here, not liking what I'm seeing. Akeil is here though, he would certainly be popping off. Schnormus goes for the lob, but Fireball is able to take care of that hit from Yellow Shy Guy. Now we have Redme up against Redme with Azik Armin and Schnorbus. And finally some defense, looking awake. Fortunately, it is the infielders. You're really hoping something from the outfield could do any work. And with Donkey Kong up to bat, we'll see once again. He absolutely smacks it. Will the buddy jump be there this time? No, it's over. God forbid Donkey Kong hit anything other than a home run. El Pianta just misses that. It's going to be another pitcher tired for the Fireballs. Hopefully, no, nobody can get that. Just going to let Diddy get to first. Punch up to bat. Oh, a bit of lag there. Sorry about that. Item usage fucks up the Fireballs. Although, you'd probably count on them to do that themselves at this point. We have the final out. It's going to be just one run this inning. But the Monkeys have yet to go one without a run. The inning, that is. Fireballs, opposite, have yet to get their first run. Maybe it will be Green Dry Bones to do it. Settles for a good slap down the middle. Sees first base, Fireballs, the second time this entire game, I believe. Oh, things are working out here. Can Green Dry Bones make it home? Mario stays on second, but Green Dry Bones does get that first run off of a great hit from Mario combined with some solid item usage. See more like that. Things could be looking up for the Fireballs, but it is incredibly a high mountain that they have to look up to. El Pianta hits a foul ball. El Pianta goes with a slap, but that goes right to punch. Item usage is late. Mario can make it off the third, though, off of the item usage. It does work out in the end. Tiny Kong jumps too early. That brings Mario home. Maybe Airba does not go to second. Opts stay at first, which is probably looking like the safer bet here. That's on Yellowtoad to continue the rally. Star Pitch is going to come out, though. Strike might be better here, because that would have probably been an... Oh yeah, definitely. You'd definitely take that hit over a pseudo bunt. Green Shy Guy up, though. Not the strongest hitter for this roster. It's a very solid one into the outfield, though. Airbud's going to attempt for home. Everybody gets a double here. Fireball is finally looking alive. Question is, will this be too late? I doubt we're going to see a 15-run inning in this single inning. But will they get enough here to facilitate a comeback? Throws to home. It's going to be an out either way. Schnorbus does not make the run. Interesting turn of events there. Gonna have to rely on Ren Magic Koopa for a good hit. And he does deliver. Only just a single, but a single is what you need to get Yellowtoad home. Donkey Kong is finally gonna get tired. Fireball Bro hits an incredibly high one. Is this a home run? First one for the Fireballs? Fire Bro, 3-run home run. Facilitating this comeback. Showing life, excuse me, on the side of the Fireballs. You can definitely tell my biased casting is coming out here. One more run could come through here for the Fireballs. They will be halfway to taking the lead. But it will be Green Dry Bones' second time at bat this inning. Will unfortunately be an easy out on first. Monkeys now. Can they continue the incredible offense they've shown before? Shinorbis was tired last time he was pitching. Sign seems to be gone, but I could be wrong here. Tiny Kong's gonna hit a foul. It's gonna put her at 2 strikes. Can hit another foul. Can't strike out on a foul, but no progress made. Yeah, she's gonna have to settle for a weak slap. A little too close to Fire Bro. Able to snag that one. Is Brown Critter up though? No. We do see Shinorbis is still tired. The home run does come through because Wario Stadium, those short walls, incredibly small outfield. The Fireball's outfield just... Fireball's outfield is just way too slow to react off of those home runs to get those buddy jumps in. As we can see, Yell Pianta coming in, no more bunny jumps at all for this Fireball's roster. No synergy left out there. It is... I mean, as we've seen this game so far, buddy jumps do not seem to be the Fireball's priority, so it might not even be a problem, but definitely not what you want to see. You'd like to have that opportunity for the Fireballs, and they are just going to keep the Monkeys at 1 home run from Brown Critter. But Monkeys have yet to go an inning without scoring at least 1 run. That is a line drive that does not work out. Brown Critter is able to get that one easily. El Pianta gets a slightly better one. Not a line drive, but a hit, I should specify. Airbud gets a solid hit. Just a single, though. Hoping for a good slap from Yellowtoad. Not a pop fly, that's not what you want to see. It's up to Green Shy Guy here. And that should be the last out for sure. Fireball's going back to their old ways here, it seems. 0 runs. Now, Monkeys have another chance to extend this lead. And with Donkey Kong coming up soon, you have to imagine it is going to be a continued streak here. Firebro jumps too early as well. That's going to get Azek on first. This could lead into a 2-run home run from Donkey Kong. El Pianta needs to bring out one hell of a pitch. I was going to say that was not looking good, but Donkey Kong does not swing. Saw otherwise. Oh no! That is going to be Azek out on third. Donkey Kong gets a double off of the last minute arrow hazard. But Azek gets too greedy, attempts to go to home, and stuck on third. Phenomenal item usage though, it should have worked out in the favor of the Monkeys. Diddy Kong hits a pop fly, that should just be an out. Yeah, Donkey Kong is able to get back to second. punch. It's on him to continue this rally, or continue this tradition, I'm lacking a better word, of the monkeys scoring at least one run. And it will end here, finally. A 0-run inning for the monkeys. As the Fireballs coach, I am very happy to see the monkeys show signs of mortality. Now is Schnorbus up to start the inning for the Fireballs. There's a good hit into the outfield, but not good enough. Punch is on that. And Magic Koopa sneaks it past the shortstop and third baseman, which brings him to first. Now it's Fireball Bro up to bat. Had a home run just 2 innings ago. See if he can hit another one. But that will be a line drive for an easy double play. Fireballs, maybe they had one phenomenal inning at the bottom of the fourth, but they have not done anything else here. If they want to close this gap, they have to put up another, like, actual inning. And all the while, monkeys get the chance to, it's a home run off the post. Dixie Kong, I believe, first one of the season for her. Performance looking absolutely disastrous for the Fireballs. I believe I've said that plenty of times now, if only saying it for the few people who have not realized. Tiny Kong's going to follow up Dixie's home run with just a single, but Brown Critter is now up, and a single may be all you need in order for a 2-run home run. Does not look like a 2-run home run. It's going to be an out as well. Toad is on that. Firebro can grab that, but Tiny Kong is well aware, gets back to first to prevent a double play. There's going to be Yellow Shy Guy now, though. He gets a solid hit down the middle. Going to load up first and second for Isaac Armin, I believe, to come up. It is. And Red Magic Koopa snags an easy hit from him, Isaac Armin. It is going to be monkeys going back to their old ways, getting at least a run. Now they're gonna continue the aggression with a star pitch from Diddy at the pitching mound, hoping to keep the Fireballs at another 0-run inning. Two balls from here from Diddy Kong. That's a great hit down the middle from Green Dry Bones. We have Mario, Fireball's captain. Can he do something here to get his team in the lead? That is not what you want to see. The double play is disgusting. This infield is phenomenal here for the monkeys. Pop Fly ends up working out. Yell Pianta probably would have had time to get the second, but wants to play it safe. 2 outs already on the board. Gonna have to see some magic from Airbud. You've seen it in the movies, but can we see it in today's game? Stage Hazard works out. Yell Pianta, you've got to go. Airbud, you got it. Not Airbud, Pianta. You gotta stop going at that point. Yeltoad hits a Pop Fly. And this looks to be work out. Airbud should be able to get to home, yeah. Fireball's 2 outs to start the inning, but it will lead into 2 runs, thankfully, from some great plays by the yellow squad on this Fireball's roster. Now we'll see the green guy come in. And sending it right to Isaac Armin is not what got the Fireballs their previous runs. Fireballs only get 2, but they have let 17 through. So that 2 does not look super impressive. And with Donkey Kong up the bat once again, you have to wonder if this doesn't look like... Yeah, it looks like a foul ball. Had the power though for a home run. Honestly, he probably doesn't even have to aim that far to the side. There's no bunny jumps he has to worry about here. Ends up into the stage hazard is very good here for the Donkey Kong. He's able to get a double off of a rare in the park hit from him. Maybe Diddy now up, team captain. Can't get the double play, a little too slow, but it does get 1 out on Diddy from Firebro. Maybe Punch now up. He's got his banana in hand. And that is grabbed. Once again, too slow for the double play, but an out is an out. Recovery seems to be a little slow on those extended grabs. And once again, the infield, showing why they were nominated for Best Duo. Didn't get any votes, but showing why they were in consideration. Unfortunately, the power hitters that are on this monkey rosters are making the infielders look a little underwhelming due to the lack of hits inside the diamond. Just going over their heads, forced for the outfield to deal with them. Schnorbit is going to get a good hit into the outfield, but Red Kamek is not going to do the same. Going to send it to the second baseman Dixie for a double play. Firebro wants to go for a home run, but not enough power. He's going to go right to Yellow Shy Guy in the outfield, and this is looking all but over. Monkeys have 1 inning to extend the lead even more, and even if they don't, Fireball's needing to get 8 in a row in a single inning. They've gotten 7 before, but that is only in one of the many innings in this game, most of which have been 0. A home run here from Brown Critter could just put the nail in the coffin. Gonna swing on nothing. Very powerful hits. Just gonna be a single though. Brings Dixie to third though, off of that single. Very Shy Guy is able to get the double play. Kamek gets the double play. Not what Gray Shy Guy wanted. And there is the 18th run for the Monkeys. Dixie is able to get home off of a decent hit from Yellow Shy Guy. Has had some stinkers this game, but the rest of his team has got his back, and he got his 1. Airbud bobbles it. Should have been the final out that the Fireballs needed to end this atrocity of a game from them. At least this defensive side, I should say. This game is going to go for 1 more inning, and funnily enough, it's going to be Donkey Kong get an in-the-park home run to end the inning, not the person you'd expect it from. Could have been devastating to bring in Donkey Kong there off of that bobble from Airbud. Could have been a 3-run home run, make this absolutely unwinnable if it isn't already. Green Dry Bones has to do something here. He's going to have to play into a star pitch. Sneaks it over Tiny Kong. Stage hazard works out in his favor once again. You've got to stay on second here. He does. Diddy Kong's gonna get tired, gonna bring in another player, Gray Shy Guy, Fireballs could take advantage of this. Weaker pitching stat compared to Diddy. But it is also the last inning. There's no room to work with. Mario hits a great one. Combined with the item usage, brings Green Dry Bones home. Fireballs get double digits, make this game look way closer than it has been. Mario maybe could have made it to second, but opts to stay on first. Fireball's hoping this does not opt into a double play. Yell Pianta's got to hit it out of the diamond. He does. Goes for the home run as well. 2-run home run. Fireball's making it look winnable. 6 runs to force extra innings. 7 to take the lead. Now, that being said, it is 1 inning. 6 and a 7. Runs are a lot. Also, I did unintentionally make a 6-7 joke, so have a good laugh with that one. Airbud's gonna swing on nothing. Dixie, Tiny Kong misses the dive, not to mention the item usage. Confirms Airbud on the first. Fireballs continue with 0 outs. Airbud getting risky with it. See if Yellowtoad can continue some solid plays here from the Fireballs. Gonna have to play into a star pitch, and that goes to Tiny Kong. Brown Critter is off of base though, I couldn't even tell. Airbud is able to get back to first because of that. Green Shy Guy looking to continue. Tiny Kong messes up the throw again, which means Airbud can get back to first again, but that is 2 outs. No more outs to work with, and Fireballs still have to get 6 runs. Schnorbus almost making it look like a repeat of the previous 2 hitters, but he is able to sneak it by Tiny Kong this time. I have to rely on Red Kamek for this. Bases loaded. That's going to bring in Firebro. He's going to have 2 boosted. He's got synergy with Schnorbus and Red Kamek. Will boost his hits. If he gets a home run here, Grand Slam, makes this game look very winnable. It's just going to be a solid hit into the stage hazard. Brings 2 home. Red Kamek has to stay on third. Now you're going to have to rely on Green Dry Bones here. Has had some solid hits, has had some poor hits. Let's see if he can come in when his team needs him. Gray Shy Guy is going to get tired. Yellow Shy Guy now going to come in. Another not great pitcher, but things looking the same. And that's in. Oh! That's a bobble from Tiny Kong after some great plays. She keeps the game going for the Fireballs a chance to take this at the last moment. A home run here from Mario, I believe, team captain, would tie up the game. No synergies to work with. Opts to the slap hit. It does work out. Green Dry Bones, he does go home. 1 run between tying this game up. And it's all going to be on Yellow Pianta. If he can repeat his home run he had previously, this game is won for the Fireballs. Tense moment. Settles for just a hit. Mario, does he go for it? He does go to third. Maybe could have made it home if he wasn't asleep at base. It's going to have to be Airbud though now. He's not the player you want to rely on, but he does have a little bit of a boost thanks to Yell Pianta synergy. But that's inside the park. That's the game. Airbud Fumbles it at the last moment. Oh dear, Fireballs have to be hitting themselves for that game. As a whole, they got one run earlier. They could have had this. That game was way closer than it should have been. And of course, it's got to be Donkey Kong taking the MVP here. Had a phenomenal beginning of the game, the monkeys, but slowed down towards the end, and the Fireballs woke up just a little close to when they had the chance to take the victory, but wake up a little too late. Take a look at the box score. We see Red Magic Koopa and Yellow Pianta picking up this team, carrying them, kicking and screaming across to 1 point differential of the game. Not to mention Fireborough and Mario up there with decent scores as well. As for the monkeys, we see Tiny Kong with her 110 on defense, thanks to some great fielding from her, although some poor fielding at some points during that last inning. But on the other end, we have Donkey Kong and Brown Critter sealing this game, sealing this victory pretty early on with 170 at batting and 160 with batting on Donkey Kong and Brown Critter respectively. My voice is almost dead, it feels like, and we've still got the possibility of 2 more games. Could be 1 if monkeys take this next game. However, they are going in to the Fireballs map pick. I shall get that next game set up. Oh boy, oh boy. I believe we are going into Bowser Jr.'s playroom next. Let me just check to make sure. We are going to BJ Playroom. This and then green Shy Guy for my team. And for the monkeys, got like the majority of the monkeys on their roster. I gotta check the rosters, I do not remember them. First base, Brown Critter, Isaac is third base, yeah. Outfield, and no punches in the right outfield. And then Black Shy Guy in the left outfield. Alright. Let's get their batting order set up as well. Sorry, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Baby Kong, Dixie, Tiny Brown Critter, Yellow Black Shy Guy, then Yellow Shy Guy. Alright, for the Fireballs, I think I remember my lineup. Not the batting order though, I got their field positions all set up. Yeah, sorry, I was just double checking my, let's get my batting order up. My goodness, they almost put mine exactly how I put it. That's funny. Take a quick stretch and then get this next game started. Should be good. Yeah, let's get this started. Don't want to take too long. There's so much baseball to play. Going with this next map, Fireballs will have the advantage of the high walls this time. Harder offensive map to get home runs on. Makes the offense harder. Sorry. Tripping over my words. Solo casting is hard. We'll see if the Fireballs can take advantage of that to tie up the series, or if they are going to continue their floundering from before. Oh shit! I messed up the rosters. We got to... Oh no. Diddy Kong does not start pitching. Oh no! Silly me. We are going to have to fucking start off this whole setup again. So sorry about that, Jesus Christ. I apparently did not remember the Monkeys lineup either. I feel very stupid. I'm low-key mad at myself for that. I got red Kim. Oh, I'm missing green shot. So let's see. Keep this up with Mosaic. This time I'm gonna set up their rosters right. Right now I'm doing fucking ass at it, but... Oh my goodness. Dark days here. Sylvia is slowly losing her mind. Should be my batting order. Yeah. Take a quick look over, make sure I got these. The Monkeys roster good. This recording is going to be a little bit longer, unfortunately. I have a huge amount of dead time that people are probably going to skip through. This would be perfect if I had a sponsor. Then I could get money for this, but nope. Nobody's sponsoring a fucking baseball league for Mario Baseball. I'm taking a look at this one more time, make sure I didn't fuck up again. Oh no, Airbud goes before Yellow Toad. See, it's good I checked. That would have made the difference of this whole game. Go. Yeah, I might actually mute for a sec. Drink some water, eat some food, recover, Going into our next few maps. Donkey Kong doing his tradition again. Doesn't go out because, of course, it fucking doesn't. This map's walls are huge, but he makes it close because, of course, he fucking does. I'm now so paranoid. I'm looking at like each of these characters like, are they supposed to be there? Yelto gets it out of his hand before the chain chomp comes in. Corners are going to be loaded for punch now up the bat. No outs on the board. Donkey Kong does not have the confidence to go home. But Diddy Kong does to get to second. It's going to load the bases. Doubt we're going to see a Grand Slam from Dixie Kong on this map. But we're going to see a lot scored off of that amazing item usage from Dixie Kong. Looking like a double play though. Punch is floundering a bit at between second and third. Although I think you take 2 runs for 1 out. That's for sure. Poor Rad Magic Koopa doesn't get the chance to pitch at all this game. Tiny Kong takes away the bunt at the very last second. CPUs love teasing the bunt, but they also love double plays, which is what we get here to end the inning. It's going to only be 2 this time for the monkeys, but anything the monkeys get seems to be pretty devastating for the fireballs. Donkey Kong is now going to come out as Firebro comes in. This should be a pop fly for the Shy Guys to catch. Indeed it is. While the high walls are going to hurt the monkeys' offense, they are also going to hurt the Fireballs' offense. Three Dry Bones this time is going to do quite well. Slap hits are working out, it seems, for both the for both Green Dry Bones and Mario. Yellow Pianta sends it high up in the air. Probably not a home run on this map, but it is. No, it is! He sneaks it through the jug. He sneaks it. He sneaks it. He sneaks it through the thwomp cookies. And it's going to be a fucking home run. Of all things, that is kind of crazy. Fireballs are going to have the lead for the first time this series, and it's going to be by 1 off of a great, probably undeserved home run from Yellow Pianta. The Airbud is not going to end the inning, sorry. There's only 1 out on the board. But he is going to get an out, thanks to Punch in the right outfield. Yeltoad now, hoping to do something here. Probably won't be with this bunt. Or, it's not technically a bunt, it's a force bunt. Star pitch is quite strong from Donkey Kong. Grand Critter gonna come out. Had some great home runs last time, but he's gonna settle for Slap, which is probably smart on a map like this. Red Magic Koopa is also gonna get tired. I mean, he's been tired for a bit, it seems. Double play, not a good hit from Gray Shy Guy. Gonna be Piss Guy now up. That should be an out. Mario almost misses that dive, but the ball is just slow enough. Monkey is going to get a 0-run inning this time. Took a while for the last game for them to get one. Now Green Shy Guy is going to take his turn, getting a poor hit. Schnorbus hits one high in the air. Should be off the wall. Probably not a home run. Off the wall indeed. Fireballs can take advantage of these off-the-wall hits. No synergy in the outfield of the monkeys, which means nobody jumps to punish those. Even though they're not home runs, they still should work out. Schnorbus stays on third. Smart choice here, as Red Magikoopa is able to get a single onto first. And with Firebro now up, well, if he doesn't get a pop fly like last time, this should be... Oh, Star Pitch coming in though. We should not swing on that. Oh, does not work out. Tiny Kong really messing up her throws to first base. That's allowed so many first base players for the Fireballs to get back there off of bad hits. Green Dry Bones just sneaks to the outside of Yellow Shy Guy's range, which allows Schnorbus to get home. Good hit from Mario would be great here, and indeed it is. Should be a double for Mario. Green Dry Bones almost makes it back to first, but opts to stay at third. That ball was coming in very strong from the outfield. It's a great throw from Yellow Shy Guy, despite letting it roll for so long. Prevents anything more from coming through. Map pick seems to be working out for the Fireballs this time. Is this a double? Can Mario make it home? He can! It's going to be a 7-2 lead now for the Fireballs. If this does end up as a win for the Fireballs, they have to be probably kicking themselves that they did not make that comeback on the Wario City. Because if they win here, they're still going to have to play another map, and it will probably not be as favored towards them as this one is. Airbud hits a pretty poor hit, honestly, but the item usage makes it worth. Sneaks it past Dixie Kong, which allows Yellow Pianta to make it to second, as well as Airbud just to make it to first. Two outs already on the board, but the bases loaded makes it look good for the Fireballs. Not to mention the missed catch from Dixie Kong into the Chain Chomp is going to bring Yellow Pianta home, plus Airbud to third base. Dixie Kong messes up the jump this time as well, and this brings Airbud home. Schnorbus should go up to bat now. And then the item usage again works out with a great hit from Schnorbus, brings Yellow Toad home. It's going to be a 10-2 lead at bottom of the second. Ooh, this hit from Red Magikoopa should end it. Maybe something a little better there could have loaded up the bases, but Rally is going to end there. Fireballs, though, will not scoff at 7 runs. They just have to keep up the defense now. It's been pretty good for the Fireballs so far on this map. And it continues to be so. Fireball can grab that one. Red Magikoopa is still tired. Staying in though. No doubt, definitely a boon for this team being able to keep Red Magikoopa in. Mario, not a bad pitcher, but Red Magikoopa is definitely better. That's a powerful one down the middle. Should be a home run. Buddy Jump is too late. Donkey Kong able to get one on one of the hardest maps to do so. This should be what takes Red Magikoopa out of the map, or out of the pitching mound, I should say. So great play here from Donkey Kong. Gets another on the board for his team and is going to force out the pitcher change. Mario, slightly worse pitching stat. Not bad to have at the pitching mound, but the main thing you have to worry about now for the Fireballs is that you are only one pitcher getting tired away from having to most likely break up synergy. Your best hopes is that Schnorbus comes in afterwards. Anybody, or even Green, I mean Green Shy Guy does not have a great pitching stat, but this outfield is what you probably, is what you don't want to break up here. They haven't had to worry about buddy jumps too much on this map. The one that they did, they flubbed. Just like they did on Wario City. Inning is going to end though for the monkeys on offense. They're going to go to defense now, and they're going to keep it pretty strong, getting another pot fly for Fire Bro that they can easily grab. Star Pitch is also going to force a strike out of Green Dry Bones, not to mention another one coming through. Green Dry Bones swings on it and misses. That is a very solid hit from Green Dry Bones. Maybe able to get, no, he does not get a second. Good call though. Diddy is going to get tired as well. This is really good for the Fireballs, honestly. Because you don't have much synergy to break up on this team, but you do have... Is this going to be a home run from Mario? It is! 2-run home run from the team captain. Sneaks it over the edge. Great play. It's going to give 2 more for the Fireballs, plus probably take Diddy off the mound. It does indeed. Going to bring in the first Shy Guy of the 2. Gray Shy Guy, going to send Diddy into the outfield. Hail Pianta's going to hit a pretty poor one to first base. Quick out for him. And this time, Green Shy Guy... was that Green Shy Guy? I did not... That might have been... No, that was Airbud, sorry. Airbud hits one out into the center field, where Yellow Shy Guy can get that one pretty easily. It's going to leave it at just 2 for the Fireballs, but 2 is still 2. Geotoad, he does get that before the item can come in. Fireball is showing a pretty strong defense so far. Red Magic Cupid does come off with the pitching mound, but does get sent to shortstop where they're just as impactful. Ground Critter gonna hit one, unfortunately, across the ground. Firebro can snag that one up, get it to first base, get the final out the Fireballs need to end the offense of the Monkeys. Which means the Fireballs get to go back on the offense themselves here. Hoping to continue taking advantage of this Shy Guy pitcher. Geotoad gets a good hit out into the center field. The Green Shy Guy now up, hitting against his pitching brethren. He's going to get a double play. Almost makes it the first, but double plays are incredibly common here in the Spaceball League. Schnorbus hits a good one. And we get the first. That is a misthrow. Sorry, I was completely out of it. Misthrow has not changed too much, but a little bit funny to see. He got on the board, but first and second are filled. Good hit here from Firebro. Could continue this rally. May even bring someone home. It is just going to be bases loaded, but nothing to scoff at here. Tiny Kong, despite a great defensive performance from her last game, has been struggling a bit here. This should be a foul ball. It is indeed. Two strikes. Green Dry Bones will have to swing here. He does. And Tiny Kong misses another dive. Oh dear. Star Pitch. Put 2 strikes on the board. Mario's gonna bring out a Star Hit. Rare one from him. Sends it down the line. Incredibly powerful Fireball. Oh, it's not Fireball. Punch cannot take advantage of that outfield hit. Normally he's good for catching those, but Star Pitch is devastating there. It's gonna bring 2 home for the Fireballs. Now Pianta is up. You've seen some poor hits from him, but also some good hits. See which one we get here. It's going to be one of the poor hits. Just loves sending it to Brown Critter. Really loves sharing his balls. We are coming up at the halfway point, with right now with a 15-3 lead for the Fireballs. Map picks seem to be looking good for both teams. This would be the Fireballs' first win against the Monkeys on a map. However, we are in the playoffs, which means they have to get a whole series to move on. It is going to be a double play though from the Monkeys. Sorry, I have been commentating for an hour. It should be a little understandable why I'm fucking up. I'm also a little out of this because just seeing stuff go on makes me think about next season, because if you've watched some of these videos, you've probably heard some murmuring about a future season, which looks to be on the not the chopping block. That means it's going away. That's an incredibly good hit from Yellowtoad. Sends it just into the corner. It's going to lit up the corner, so allow everybody at 2. Green Shy Guy is going to come in to hit, while Dixie comes in to pitch. Very low pitching stat, but that brings Gray Shy Guy to second base. He's not a bad infielder. Shy Guys have surprisingly good dives, but that does mess up any synergy that was there. It is going to be a foul ball. And is that a double play? It is. Yellowtoad can't get it back to first base. Tiny Kong showing that she is at least partially awake on the defense this map. She gets the chance once again, although even someone half asleep I feel would catch that one. It's going to be the Fireball's first 0-run inning. So we Donkey Kong now up. Gonna be a little bit too close to Yellow Pianta. Does not work out for Donkey Kong. Fortunately, his options are a bit more limited. He can't go for the easy home run, and Diddy Kong can't do anything. It looks like. I feel like he's hit a lot of balls to the outfield. They have to rely on Punch, one of the babies in this game. Yeah, I'm not going to strike to Yellowtoad again. Putting up a pretty good performance here. Some solid hits, some good outfielding, doing exactly what he needs to do, Yellowtoad. Give me another 0-run inning for the Monkeys. Red Magic Koopa hits a pop fly. Should be an easy grab. You gotta use that item usage way earlier if you're Red Magic Koopa. Firebro, much better hit. Able to get a single. Punch opts to throw it to second base as opposed to first. And then gets a bullet shot at him in the background. Not what you want to see if you're a Punch fan. That should just be a pop fly from Green Dry Bones. Firebro can make it back to first easily, but that is going to be 2 out to begin the inning for the Fireballs. Mario, with one hell of a pre-charge, still hits on it. Should just be another pop fly. This outfield gets a chance to work their legs. Yet again, item usage has got to come in a bit earlier if you want a pop fly like that to work out. Monkeys now go back on the offense off of another 0-run inning from the Fireballs. More of that needs to happen if they do want to make a comeback here. It's going to have to start with Dixie. We do have Brown Critter coming up soon, which should be a good hitter here to maybe score some runs. But first, you're going to have to get Dixie and Tiny onto some bases. And that item usage is going to secure the single. Dixie probably should have been there, no matter what, but... Still though, you definitely won't be against that. You will definitely be against a double play though. You don't want that to happen under any circumstance where you are on the offense. Now Brown Critter here to put in work, but all of his team has sort of left him out to dry. He does get that good hit, but it will just be a single now. Gonna have to rely on the Shy Guys here to bring Brown Critter home. Looking for some solid slaps past the infielders, maybe down the middle. Try to get over the heads of Red Kamek or Firebro. Down the middle is what we see, but the extended grab is there. Doesn't even need to go for the double play. Gets the easy out on first. To end the inning. Going to be another 0-run inning for the Monkeys. We are looking prime for a third map. It should be Daytime DK Jungle, which slightly harder offensive map than the Wario City, but it is going to be a slightly worse defensive map than Bowser Jr. Playroom, so it should be pretty close. But if I'm being honest, I'm really scared to see the Fireballs play without the arena advantage. Item usage is great here from Airbud. Throwing it right at Tiny Kong. It's going to allow him to get to first, and what should have been an out otherwise. I am quickly checking the map bands to make sure I got everything right. It is... yeah, it is Daytime DK Jungle we'll be going to next. Assuming the Monkeys do not make a comeback here. I believe while I looked away, Yellowtoad did get out. And Tiny Kong's going to miss another jump. Very unfortunate here. Tiny Kong had some great plays at that shortstop position, has had some very poor ones this game as well. Trying to load up the bases, maybe even bring Airbud home instead. He makes it back there, just barely. That was a great throw from Tiny Kong to try to get an out there, but it works out in favor of the Fireballs. This time it does not though. Great Shy Guy is able to get that jump in, and I want to keep the Fireballs at 1, but if the Monkeys want to make a comeback, they really need to keep the Fireballs as scoreless as possible from this point on. They need at least something here in the top of the 8th. You don't want to be like the Fireballs earlier where they just fall short in that comeback because they're relying on the very last inning. Not to mention, the Monkeys will be on offense first, which means they will have to get everything in before the Monkeys will have to just take the lead or draw the game in the top of the 9th. Otherwise, Buddy Jump does come in this time. First one we've probably seen all day from the Fireballs that have worked out. Donkey Kong forced to go too high, or forced to go so high because of how high the walls are. A little less power there, not to mention how big this arena is. So, Buddy Jump is able to work out this time. Sorry, going back to what I was saying earlier though, Monkeys need to tie up the game or take the lead, but even then they will have, the Fireballs will have the chance to take it back going into the bottom of the 9th, so all momentum is in favor of the Fireballs here. They shouldn't need to get anything here to secure the game, but anything will be great for them here. is one hell of a pop fly. The Yellow Shy Guy is able to easily grab it, and if he wasn't there, both of the left and right outfielders are able to get there in time as well. Fireball really wants to get a home run, but on this map it is quite hard. That is just barely a foul. Green Dry Bones almost just barely squeaks in a home run. Just settles for a hit into center field, and Yellow Shy Guy is able to get there incredibly quickly. This is Fireball's looking to take what I said a little bit too close to heart, as they have gotten nothing done here. It's 2 immediate outs. As team captain finally gets something on the bases for them. Dixie Kong's gonna get tired as well now. If Yellow Shy Guy does come in after this, there will be synergy in the outfield. However, it's probably too late for that to matter at all. Fireball's finally making some things work, but they are still having to go past the 2 outs they've already gotten, and Punch was able to grab that one easily and the inning. Maybe not easily, he does get there a bit by the skin of his teeth, but an out is an out at the end of the day. I have used that line quite a bit so far today, but this has been a long cast, so chances are you would have forgotten if I didn't bring it up. Bunch is gonna start off with a single. Not bad when you're trying to make a 13-point comeback. He does make it back to first, almost a double play, but still though, 1 out from Dixie Kong is not what you need here when you have such a large comeback to make. This will be the double play finally. Fireball is going to bring us to the 3rd game, first one of the playoffs. 16-3 for the Fireballs here. I'm going to try to zoom through the scoreboard here quickly because I would very much like to not be casting for 2 hours. Yel Pianta's taking MVP with 170. Good fielding stat, plus the home run he had earlier. He also had Mario with his home run, putting up a great hitting stat. Firebro, a little bit of a poor performance from him today. And it will be there's some solid hits too from the Mies, Airbud, and Schnorbis. You also, oh my goodness, that is very hard scoreboard to look at. Dixie Kong being the highest scorer here. 50 being the highest. You also have a 0 coming out from Gray Shy Guy. Not what you want to see at all. We are going to heading to our last map as well. Let's get that set up as quick as we can without messing up, so I don't make it way longer than it needs to be. Let me check the fucking map bands again, make sure I get it right. TK Jungle Day. Alrighty. Grab the not the Mies. I mean, we will need to grab the Mies, but let's get the other stuff first. Here's the Carmen. We have the monkey fam, plus the Shy Guys and Brown Critter. Is looking good, I think. Shy Guy. Yell Pianta. Check my shit. My shit's looking good. Let's get Akeil's shit. Let's not mess up Donkey Kong Diddy Kong's shit. Baby Kong. Dixie Kong, Tiny Kong, Brown Critter, Back Shy Guy, Yell Shy Guy, Azek Armin. This should be good. We head into our last match. Oh my goodness, long day. I am very nervous. I'll be solo casting for our 5-match series, or potential 5-match series. Oh boy. Close game. Or 2 shutouts, rather. But we're heading into our final map. Honestly, I think this final map shouldn't be favoring the monkey. Should be in favor of the monkeys. I think the walls are short enough for the home run monsters to take advantage of. But we'll see. Fireballs are starting on offense. Oh, Yell Shy Guy can't get that one. Looking like a good hit, but doesn't work out. Oh my goodness, I am a bit worn out. We do have 3 immediate outs though coming in for the fireballs. Not great, especially from 3 of the stronger hitters on that roster. Speaking of strong hitters though, we have Donkey Kong up. He does free charge by one hell of a lot. Fortunately, Red Magic could go wasted on a ball. Another ball coming through. Donkey Kong does hit a famous home run. Hits. What? Body jump does come through this time. Don't have the map to take advantage of, but it still works out here. That is one giant rock, or one giant roadblock out of the way for the fireballs on this defense. They do let Diddy Kong get a single though, get to first. Now just punch his turn, up at bat. And Red Magic Koopa can't grab that one. Can't get the double play, but that incredibly strong throw from Fire Bro gets Punch Out on first. We'll see if Diddy can continue his trek to home, or if Dixie Kong will get the final out this roster needs. The defense, rather. Dixie Kong does get a solid hit. Good hit here from Tiny Kong. Should bring Diddy home. Yeah, this does look like an out on first, which will prevent Diddy Kong from scoring a run. It will be another 0-run inning. First time we've seen both teams open with 0 runs. Fireballs now have their turn on offense. Yell Pianta, let's see if he can show his great side, or if he will be showing his weak side. It will be the weak side. Item usage would have been good if Yell Pianta had a little bit more speed. Has very little, unfortunately, so it will be an out, but good attempt though. trying to find that counter against the Donkey Kong Star Pitch. Like I said, we're going to need another out from Airbud, since it's straight to rolling to Tiny Kong, which means you can throw it to first quite quickly. It will now be on Toad. Even if no runs are scored here, getting through some of the weaker hitters on this end of the roster would probably be good here. Especially getting Shy Guy out of the way. Fortunately, just sort of the rear end of this roster fills that slot, but isn't doing much for this team, as you can see here. Fireball is going to go another inning with 0 runs. The Monkeys here could take the lead with scoring the first run of the game. However, they are also on their own weak side of the roster. Scratch that, we have Brown Critter coming up. Forget he's in the middle of this roster. He hits an incredibly high one, however, very far to the left. Just a foul ball. It's very far down the middle. Team should be able to get that one. Yeah, Synergy is there to catch that bobble as well. Just a little too short of that home run. And now the Shy Guys are coming in. We see why that is a bit of a bad thing. Piss Guy is up. We must try to make that his nickname. Although, we might not get to say it for much longer if he does lose this game. It's gonna be another 0-run inning. Game much closer than the shutouts we had the previous 2 maps. Star Pitch coming out. Shinobu should not hit on that, but he does. Item usage too slow. Tries to do what Yellow Pianta does, but ends up being too slow on the other end of the usage case. Red Magic Koopa can get a single, making the smart decision to not hit on a Donkey Kong Star Pitch. Didn't get the opportunity though. Firebro now though gets his own turn. Opts to let it through, as he probably should. No more Star Pitches to worry about. Donkey Kong loves to throw them out, it seems. It's a very good hit into center field. In between all 3 people closest, which means you can secure a single pretty easily off of that. Greed Dry Bones now. See if he can do something here. He does sneak it by. And that should bring Red Magic Koopa home. He does. Make it there. Off that. Yellow Shy Guy not able to grab that. He was in range, or looked in range, but just a little too slow. Lets the ball roll even farther. Mario, if he can keep up the offense here, could score some more runs for his team. Get Donkey Kong close to being swapped out as well. As you've seen, he's not the strong... He does not have the highest pitching stat, but his star pitches have been incredibly threatening. Dixie Kong just misses grabbing that. Shy Guy is also, once again, very slow in the outfield. He's going to let Firebro get home. Now this is going to be Yellow Pianta up the bat. He's going to have the hitting improvement from Mario. Things could be going well here for the Fireballs. Also, sorry, one thing I failed to mention is that Red Magic Koopa scoring that run earlier is the first run of this 3rd map. There, however, we do see the inning end with just 2 for the Fireballs as Yellow Pianta hits a poor one for the double play. We're gonna have Isaac Armin up. Isaac Armin looking to get a home run. He does! Nothing more on the bases, but 1 run does put the Monkeys 1 run behind, tying up the game. Plus no outs already on the board. Great play from Isaac Armin here. Not to mention another home run character coming up. See if Donkey Kong can follow up on Isaac. Ends up just going for a powerful one into the outfield, but Yellowtoad is on it. Yellowtoad looking like a bit of an MVP so far in this series. At least when it comes to the defensive play. Not to mention Yellow Pianta now catching. Outfield looking a little awake now. This could be really bad for the monkeys. Ball phases through Punch's head there. Punch is a wizard, it seems. Or maybe a ghost. One of the two. Maybe both. We don't know. Dixie Kong now at the bat. 2 outs running the board, so not much room to work with. But a hit like that is the room that is left. It's going to let a single come through, get Punch onto second base. If Tiny Kong can not just get an out here, that will load up the bases for a chance of a grand slam from Brown Critter. We'll be going through a star pitch. That's a foul ball. Far off and to the left, incredibly slow. Good pitch come out from Red Magikoopa, but Mario misses the dive. And that brings in Brown Critter. Grand Slam could give it the Monkeys the lead here, despite being 2 outs down. Despite having 2 outs in the inning. Mario is going to come in into the star pitch, into the star hit. Yellowtoad should have that. Loaded bases go to waste. Pitching change works out there for the Fireballs. Mario able to use a star pitch, and Red Magikoopa hopefully be able to do some work now as well on the defense at that shortstop position. Airbud now gets a chance to try to do something. It's a good hit. Yellow Shy Guy is able to get it this time before it rolls away, which means it's just going to be the single for Airbud. Yellowtoad now, can he do some offensive shit? To follow up his defensive shit? He does. Single. Brings him to first. Yellowtoad, not Yellowtoad. The Yellow Me Airbud to second base. Green Shy Guy hits. Is this gonna be a Green Shy Guy home run? It is! Jesus Christ. Talking shit earlier. Showing why he deserves to be on the team in the future. Showing why he's not nothing to laugh at either. Doing more than Toadette did in her few games she played. Donkey Kong just get tired, which means a pitching change is going to come out. Put Diddy Kong at the pitching mound. Better pitching stat, although only slightly better. It looks, at least in that graph, the star pitches should be easier to work with. That being said, pitching is going to work out here as Schnorbus hits a weak one to Dixie Kong. Red Kamek now up the bat. Opts to sneak it by Tiny Kong again. This team really taking advantage of Dixie Kong's poor dives. Was a nomination for Best Defensive Play of the Year, not showing it in the latter half of this game. Kamek, you've got to go to second base. That's an out. Kamek gets worried, tries to go back to first, but with Fireball coming from home off of the successful hit, Red Kamek is forced to try to make it to second, and they do not make it. Green Drybones hits a hell of a pop fly. One of the few characters who doesn't have synergy on this roster, which means it's going to be an easy catch. Going to be just that home run from Green Shy Guy, of all people, to extend the lead by 3. It's going to be 5-1. Any of the Shy Guys opening this? This should, assuming things go how Shy Guys do, and they don't bring out the crazy hit like Green Shy Guy did, this should be an opening 2 outs for the Monkeys in this bottom of the 4th here. It's just 3 straight outs. It's gonna mean Donkey Kong does get to start out with no outs on the board when he comes in the next inning, but you are giving up a whole inning for that. Not ideal, that's for sure. Fireball's not going to go on offense once again. We'll see if they can continue the pressure, extend this lead maybe even more. Mario's just going to get a good single. Item usage not where the ball ends up going, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. Crazy item usage from Yell Pianta. Gonna stay on first anyways, does not have the speed to do more, but Mario attempts to go to home. He does make it there. Mario gets a triple off of that hit from Yellow Pianta. If I was in his position, I would have stayed on second, but he is the one playing the game, and it works out. That is a very low one across the ground for the double play. It's just gonna be the one run it looks like, unless Yellow Toad and Green Shy Guy coming up can do something maybe together. It honestly would be the best to get Yellow Toad at least onto one base. Because you can get Green Shy Guy out of the batting order. Going into the next inning, that would be great. Although he did have that one home run, I don't know if he'll be able to copy that this game. It is going to be the out, though, from Yellow Toad, thanks to the pop fly. But we do have that one run coming in for the Fireballs. Lead's going to be extended a little bit more, 6-1 currently. Much lower, this game seems to be a much lower scoring. Did I say much or lower? That's kind of funny. Diddy Kong hits a poor one that goes straight to Red Magic Koopa, who can get it back to first in time to get the double play. Although that is probably what you'd expect from Donkey Kong, his speed being one of his weaker aspects. Although he has a lot of other strong ones to make up for it. Punch is also going to hit a poor one. Firebro gets it this time. Defense looking much stronger for the Fireballs, showing why they were almost the best defensive team in the league, only off by one run. Maybe wondering if that Wario City match was a bit of a blunder for them, sorry. Yellow Shy Guy gonna get some, get high off that flower, just for a little bit. Green Shy Guy stays on first either way. Looking for a good hit from Schnorbus to prevent the double play, but that is not what we get here. Dixie Kong is able to snag that one and get to first place before Green Shy Guy can. So it's now going to be Red Magic Koopa coming in with 2 outs on the board. Once again, honestly, probably good to get him out of the batting order. Which means they are going to have to get a 0-run inning here. Fireball's first one since the second inning. So things looking good for the Fireballs, but 5 runs is not a huge lead. We've seen how high-scoring these games can be, how incredibly high-scoring individual innings can be. If the Monkeys get it together in these next 4 innings they have, this could be them stealing it away from the Fireballs. Red Magic Koopa misses the jump, but gets the fucking trick grab, hits the ground. That's just straight up flexing on him. That was a little disgusting. Tiny Kong can get to first. With Brown Critter now up. Showed some great offensive prowess in the first map. Haven't really seen it since. Brown Critter. It's only a foul ball. It's another strong one, but not a far one. Not to mention honestly, a little too fast. A little bit slower. That item usage would have not item usage, stage hazard would have came in. Prevented the out, but unfortunately it will be an out here for the Monkeys. We put them on 2 with Gray Shy Guy up to bat. 2 balls coming through for Mario. That is straight down the middle. That's a good hit. Bring in Yellow Shy Guy. He could continue this rally, but even if he gets out here once again, it's another character you don't mind getting out of the batting order. Mario keeping his eye on Tiny Kong. Yellow Shy Guy does... oh, not quite. Thought it was going to be a solid hit down the middle, but it goes a little too far, which means Yellow Pianta can get that one. Once again, 0 runs for the monkeys. We're gonna settle at the top of the 7th with a 6-1 lead for the Fireballs. Fireballs in the offense once again. Nothing on the ground, looking like a home run. Nobody jumped to stop it. It's an incredibly low home run as well. The lack of synergy there really coming to bite the monkeys, it seems. It's going to be a 7-1 lead. It's going to be a bit of a Brazil scoreline here. Hopefully that comment from me does not come back to bite. Although Diddy Kong is getting tired, which is not looking good for the monkeys, which means you're gonna have to start bringing in some pretty poor pitchers. It's gonna be another home run, back to back. No, it's just gonna be off the wall, but that is a double for Green Drybones. A good hit here from Mario will probably take Diddy off of the mound. Although Diddy's gonna bring out some star pitches before that happens. And there's a double play this time. Things do work out for the monkeys, but no outs on the board, which means Fireball is going to continue the offense, and Diddy is finally getting tired, which means Gray Shy Guy comes in. You probably would rather have Diddy Kong in the outfield than Shy Guy, but you'd probably rather have Diddy Kong on the pitching mound than Shy Guy. Fortunately, Shy Guy is an all-rounder character who is worse than a lot of the other all-rounder characters. And we have an Airbud home run? Is that what I see? It is indeed. Airbud a bit mad about missing Best Me of the Year award. Showing why he was in contention for it. Gonna get a 2-run home run to take the lead 9-1. Yellow Toad, despite 2 outs on the board, things looking over, wants to continue it. If he doesn't hear no bell, I'm bringing Green Shy Guy now. Diddy Kong, I was complimenting you earlier, saying you would be good in outfield, but he misses what should have been an easy grab. That brings Yellow Toad to 3rd, and Green Shy Guy on to 2nd. With Schnorbus up the bat, no synergies to work with to improve his batting, but he does have the item usage synergy. I hit a foul ball. That brings the Yellow Toad home. Schnorbus can get to 1st with no outs. The rally continues. Star pitch coming out with the Red Magic Koopa now coming up. Dixie can make the dive to end the inning. The Fireballs wanting to make the lead comfier than it was before. Still, you can't have confidence when you've seen what these past 2 maps looked like and how high of scoring these teams can be. Not to mention Donkey Kong is coming up soon. It'll be the 2nd hitter guaranteed to hit in this inning. You really need a good hit from Schnorbus, or not Schnorbus, Isaac Armin to start things off, and he gets a good one indeed. Gets on the first base. It's gonna be Donkey Kong, up at bat. Hit a powerful one at the outfield, but Yellow Pianta's on it. Donkey Kong has seen some of his home runs get grabbed. He's looking like he's giving up on it, which is not what you want to see. Diddy Kong trying to pick up the home run slack, but he just falls short, which means Yellow Pianta can grab that once again. Isaac Armin looking like his, what should have been a good start. He's been on first base as team gets 2 outs to follow up. Not to mention, Punch is now up to bat. And Red Magic Koopa grabs that. Monkeys now only have 2 innings left to close that 9-point gap. And the Fireballs still have 2 innings of themselves to work with to extend the lead. Fireball hits a crazy pre-charge. Although that was a lob coming out from Gray Shy Guy. Charge is good this time. Sends it in the outfield. Just fast enough to prevent the out from punch. Gray Shy Guy also still tired. Gonna bring out another pitcher swap. Swings and punch from the right outfield. Another character with poor pitching stat on this team. Green drive one is gonna hit a high one to the left. But it will be a foul. A little bit too much of a curve. Green Dry Bones hits a high one, although looks like it's going to be falling short. Not expecting a double bobble from both characters stacked on top of each other. Which means it will just be an out. Two strikes on Mario. He will have to swing here. He does. And it is looking good. He gets a single. Now Yell Pianta will come up. He gets a good hit here. This could be what wins the game for... I mean, the Fireballs look like they've already won the game a while ago, but they, it really be what secures the victory, I should say. Not to mention, this would mean Fireballs not only won 2 maps against the only team they have not beaten yet, but this should be a match victory for the Fireballs against, like, a full-on victory against the last team they haven't beaten. That's gonna be also, that hit from Airbud brings 2 home, plus Yell Pianta almost gets out on second, but just makes it there. Nothing seems to be going right for the Monkeys. Yell Toad attempts a home run, but a bit of a shuffle going on. Probably could have made a second and third base there, but AI is being funky as it usually does in this baseball game. Dixie Kong can snag that hit from Green Shy Guy. Things are going to end there. It's just going to be the 2 for the Fireballs, but that makes the lead an 11-point lead now. Monkey's now going to have to average 6 runs an inning in order to bring this game back. Although, that is a good start. 6 runs, 11 runs in total to tie the game is a lot, but good plays like that from Dixie Kong should be what wins them the game, or what makes that comeback possible. Tiny Kong is going to also copy Dixie Kong. Get 2 people on base with Brown Critter up. A great hit from Brown Critter could bring in a 3-run home run, assuming it can get over the buddy jumps in the outfield. He's going to swing on nothing though, put it on 2 strikes. And he just hits a pop fly instead. No team synergy to bring in item usage to prevent that pop fly from being an out. Now you're gonna have to bring in Gray Shy Guy, not to mention Yellow Shy Guy behind. This is prime double play territory. It is just gonna be the 1 out. The extended Gray Shy Guy forces the extended grab, which gets himself out, but it does prevent the double play. Yellow Shy Guy though, you don't need a double play there to end the inning. You just need 1 out, and Firebro is on it. Monkeys seem to have blown all their steam on early, losing motivation. Fireballs, game all but looking to be in their hands, have one last chance to play to extend this lead. Sorry, I'm trying to think of another way to say it than just extend the lead, because I've said that a ton across the entire league. Trying to improve my casting a bit. I will say though, almost 2-hour cast should be definite practice. This is gonna be the double play though. Fire Bro has to be start of a rally here with 2 outs on the board if he wants to get anything else on the board. Maybe just improve his stats. Batting average at least going up. I say, as we're not keeping track of that. At least our vibe-based calculations will let us know that Fire Bro's been a good player for this team. Green Dry Bones is able to get to first base. Put Fire Bro on second as well. Mario gets a great hit as well to continue to rally. Not to mention the item usage brings Fire Bro home. Monkeys thought they were finally out of the score territory, but Fireballs continue the offense as their strong half of the roster comes in. And we got Yell Pianta coming in as well. Plus Punch is getting tired, not only being a poor hitter, but also being a tired poor hitter now. With Green Dry Bones getting home, giving me a 14-1 lead. We've gone to a third map, but this is looking to be another shutout. I mean, even the first game we had today, that was a 1-point difference. That, I mean, you gotta call that a shutout, right? Fireballs got most of their points in the last inning. I don't think that really counts as a good performance from them. The Monkeys, though, have to have their own comeback in the final inning, have to get 13 in a row, more than the Fireballs did. I believe it was 10 they had to come back from. And that hit from Azik is not the start you want. You need Donkey Kong to be the good starter here. Rally starter even. And he just copsies the poor hit from the previous hitter. This is looking done. I think the Monkeys have thrown away this game. Maybe not thrown away, but have really given up the chance, rather. And that's just a pop fly. Not to mention the buddy, synergy. And that's the Fireballs taking the series 2-1. This match 14-1 to score the last win they need to fuck me. Jesus Christ. Move up in the playoffs? I am really lacking on the word. We do have a dual MVP though from Yell Pianta and Airbud. Hey, look at this box score. We have 110 coming out from each of the two MVPs. Not to mention 90s almost across the board. Fire Bro, Mario, Yellow Toad, and Green Shy Guy thanks to his home run earlier as well. Green Dry Bones getting 80, and then Schnorbus and Red Magic Koopa just pulling up the rear. And as for the Monkeys side, we see Dixie Kong putting up a great game, not to mention Tiny Kong doing decent work, but 2 zeros from Brown Critter and Yellow Shy Guy. Oh dear, not to mention 10 from Donkey Kong. Oh no. It is a sad way to go out here for the Monkeys. Especially after such a strong first game. You have to really give it to them. They put up one hell of a year. Although they unfortunately fell short against a lot of the super heavy hitters in this league. They could take victories off of them every now and then, but their run ends here. I'm going to end it quickly because I am a bit tired, but thank you for Akeil and the Monkeys for their time in the league, and I hope to see you guys all tomorrow for Jay's match, the Jay Eggs. We'll see who they pick again as their opponent from between the Daniel Monsters and the Sylvia Fireballs. But until then, goodbye!